Well, what's going on, y'all? It's your boy Chin here again today from Nothing But Facts. If you have not subscribed, make sure you subscribe. Leave a comment, leave a like, leave a follow. I hope you guys are doing well. I want to go into my week 0 picks. We have some really interesting matchups for our week 0 of college football. Let's jump right in. We have our game on Saturday, the Aer Lingus Football Classic held in Dublin, Ireland. We have a rematch of last year's season opener between TCU and North Carolina. If you don't know, last year TCU went on the road and absolutely put North Carolina in a blender. It was Bill Belichick's first game as the head coach at North Carolina, and TCU absolutely destroyed them 48-14. And the season sort of just collapsed like that for North Carolina. They finished 4-8. Josh Hoover was the quarterback at TCU last year. He's not at TCU anymore. He's now at Indiana trying to lead the Hoosiers to a back-to-back national championship. But I'm going to talk about some of the key players here I think they're going to show up in Saturday's game in this Aer Lingus Classic. I really like TCU in this matchup. Everything I've been hearing about camp is that this TCU team is going to be different. The offense is a lot different now. It's going to be a power run game. You're going to see them slow down. You know, we're so used to TCU being an up-tempo offense. That's not going to be the case this time around. They have a new offensive coordinator in place coming in from UConn, and he is going to change the way that TCU operates on offense. They want to run the football. They want to establish the run game, and they're going to do that with Harvard's all-time leading passer in Jaden Craig. I talked about him in my honorable mentions about top quarterbacks coming in the country. I think this offense is going to suit his skill set. He's a big body, 6'3", 225 pounds. You see the numbers at Harvard. Very productive player. I like them in this matchup. But we also have to remember that North Carolina has an experienced quarterback too. Billy Edwards Jr., this guy has been a very well-traveled quarterback. I mean, again, the number's not going to wow you. He was at Maryland. He was at there was a fiasco with him at Michigan, ended up going to Wisconsin, and now he's at North Carolina trying to lead this offense. And if you don't know, Bobby Petrino is now the offensive coordinator at North Carolina, so there's going to be a lot more structure in this offense than what we were seeing last year, right? Bobby Petrino was the former Louisville head coach. He was the former offensive coordinator at Texas A&M. He was a former head coach at Arkansas. And Petrino, I think he did a good job on offense, and he has a task to really take this North Carolina team to the next level. Again, I like TCU in this game. I like Sonny Dykes. I like the continuity. Everything that I've been hearing about this TCU team is that they're going to be a very different team and a dark horse player in the Big 12. Give me TCU to win week 1. And if you didn't know as well, we also have a conference game on Saturday. If you didn't know that, the ACC conference game with the ACC, North Carolina State on the road against Virginia. And guys, this injury report is just absolutely insane. There are a lot of key players out for both teams, for North Carolina State, but especially for Virginia. Rico Flores was a guy that I talked about. I said, hey, Virginia, a dark horse team, a lot of players in play. Was a guy that is going to be a productive receiver for Bo Prabula, but hey, he's going to be out, and a lot of guys are out for Virginia. So this is a game that, hey, if you're Virginia, right, you're coming off of arguably the best season in school history. You want to win your first ACC game. Let the country know that you're for real. But North Carolina State has a good quarterback in CJ Bailey. I talked about him in my top quarterbacks in the country. His dual threat ability. He had 6 touchdowns on the ground last year, and he is a big body, 6'6", 213 pounds. If you didn't know, CJ Bailey was Jeremiah Smith's quarterback at Chaminade in high school. So this guy has all the ability in the world. And again, I'm excited to see what North Carolina State looks like. Dave Doran has done a really good job of with that program down there in Raleigh, North Carolina. But at the same time, if you're Virginia, you feel good too with this quarterback. You have Bo Prabula, a guy again who's experienced at Penn State, last year at Mizzou, and now he's at Virginia. And I really think if you're Tony Elliott, the Virginia head coach, you got to feel confident. You got to feel comfortable that you have a veteran guy that can win this game. There's a lot of injuries out now for Virginia, and I think that's concerning me. I think NC State wins this game. I think CJ Bailey does it with his arm. He finds a way late in the game in the fourth quarter to make a play. I just think he makes more plays than Bo Prabula. I think NC State wins this game just because of the injuries. Give me the Wolfpack to win. And if you didn't know, there's another game on the West Coast. San Jose State is going on the road against USC, and I've been, I was been vilified in the comments about USC. They're going to be this, they're going to be that. Hey, this is your first game of the season. I want to see what this is about. I was on, Twitter doing some research earlier before the video. USC has 5 true freshmen on their 2 deep. They have 5. They're going to start 5 true freshmen. Luke Waffle, a wide receiver, a tight end, and I think a corner. It seems like they're trying to cash in on that investment now regarding that top recruiting class that they had. So if you don't know, the quarterback for USC is Jaden Mayava, very productive player, a guy who he needs to take that next step in 2026 if USC has any shot at a Big Ten championship or even getting to the college football playoffs. He needs to have a big year. Lincoln Riley, he is on the hot seat. Okay, they have underachieved at USC. He is behind Dan Lanning. He is behind Curcinetti. He is behind Ryan Day. I want to say he's even behind a guy like Jed Fish. I know that sounds crazy, but he's behind those guys. And I think they need to start off fast. A big win at home against San Jose State. I like USC winning big at home to start off the season. And I think this is the most low-key game of the whole weekend. We have the Memphis Tigers going on the road to UNLV. UNLV, another group of 5 team out of the Mountain West that was just unbelievable last year. They have Jackson Arnold now as their starting quarterback. Jackson Arnold comes over from Auburn, was formerly at Oklahoma. Like Dan Mullen, the head coach of UNLV, he's had success with these type of quarterbacks. Felipe Franks, we can go back to Tim Tebow. He's had success with these dual threat quarterbacks. And you have a guy like Jackson Arnold, his dual threat ability. We saw what he did on the ground at Auburn last year. The passing attack really wasn't the best, but the ground game, his dual threat ability, I really think Dan Mullen can take this guy to the next step. But we have to hold on. We have to hold on for a quick second because Memphis has named Marcus Stokes their starting quarterback for the 2026 season. And if you don't know Marcus Stokes, this guy was a very highly recruited quarterback coming out of Florida. He had a situation that happened, off the field situation that happened where schools pulled his offer and he ended up going to he went the Division II route. He went to West Florida, ended up hitting the transfer portal, and he won the job from Air Noland. Air Noland was also a former highly quarterback, went to Ohio State, then he went to South Carolina. Now he's at Memphis. He lost the job. I don't know what he's doing, but Marcus Stokes is now the quarterback, and this guy can throw the football. Go watch him play, and they have this guy as the head coach. Okay, Charles Huff, you could say whatever you want about him. He leaves this, that, and third. This guy knows how to win. He won at Southern Miss. He won at Marshall. He won at Alabama. This guy is a winner. I love Charles Huff, and I love Memphis. I really like this team, and I'm really conflicted in this game. I think Memphis could go on the road and get the win with Charles Huff as the head coach. This is a really good head coach. He's a great leader of men, and I think Memphis, with the Marcus Stokes era, I think they could go on the road, pull off the upset, beat UNLV, and head back to Liberty Financial Field, whatever they call their stadium, Liberty TD Bank Field. They could head back home to Memphis 1-0 on the season. So just my week 0 picks. I think those are pretty good. We'll see what happens. If you haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. Keep watching, keep sharing. Love you guys. God bless. Oh my God, I need to find the end button so it's not awkward. Love you guys. God bless. Peace.